Representative Van Orden for 5 minutes questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Burke, I've had, as of with Senior Chief Mike Day, 21 of my friends and colleagues commit suicide, veterans. So I'm going to say some things, and I want you to have that in the back of your mind at all times, please. I take this very seriously. It's very personal to me. Do you believe that our constitutional rights are granted by God?
I'm sorry, I'm here in a professional capacity, and my personal beliefs I won't bring into the hearing.
Okay. Well, do you believe that our constitutional rights are articulated in the Constitution of the United States?
I do.
Do you understand that our foundational documents say that our rights are derived from God?
I know the wording in the Constitution.
Okay,
yes, sir.
great. So either you believe that our constitutional rights are granted to us by God and simply articulated in the Constitution, making them immutable, or you don't. Those two cannot exist in the same universe. Our rights are either immutable or they are not, which means if they're immutable, you can't take a pause on them. You can't have a cooling off period, for good or for bad, and oftentimes for bad. This is true. They are still our Constitution. I believe you took an oath to support and defend that at one point, and I don't think that expired. It did not. So when the VA opposes this bill that would absolutely infringe on our constitutional rights, a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the rights for the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, this will infringe on that. So either your oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America expired, or you are in error in supporting this or opposing this bill. That is a factual statement. Okay, I want you to rethink this policy.
May I respond to that?
Of course you can. I'd love you to, Mr.
I will just say I take exception to anyone, member of Congress or not, questioning my oath that I took.
I'm not.
My entire life, my entire adult life, has either been in uniform or serving those that were in uniform.
I get it.
I'm simply in a position where we are complying with the law, and we always commit to work with Congress on improving legislation in the matter of law. But for the record, I take it seriously as well.
Good. I'm not saying you don't, and I'm not impugning your reputation, sir. I'm just saying that these two things, by definition, cannot exist in the same universe. They're incompatible, and we have to do things in a way that we look at things globally. And again, the reason I told you I've had so many of my friends commit suicide, so that you know that I'm saying this from a place where I want that to stop. But we also have to balance our individual rights that are granted by God and articulated in the Constitution with sometimes these most horrible of things. I've held my friends' children's hands at their funeral because their father committed suicide, and I've cried with their widows. So this is real. But we have to make sure that we don't lose our freedoms trying to protect them. Can we agree on that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Okay, going to this other. Mr. Pelt's Accrued Veterans Benefits Act. You oppose this bill, and why is that again? I mean, I read your testimony. I'd just like you to do the Reader's Digest. I just have 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Yes, sir. There are just a couple things that it creates some complexities, different discontinuation dates.
Yep.
It not only makes it complicated for our veterans because of different dates and different change in benefits, impacts the complexity for the processing for our employees. And as you know, quality of processing is keenly important. And it also, the complexity with the different dates and the nuances also make it hard for things like technology advancements, automation, and speedy delivery of benefits.
Check. So,
again,
sir,
happy to work with Congress on some technical assistance, but as written, we oppose for those reasons.
okay, but in the aggregate, if you had your choice to err on the side of the veteran or not, would this be more beneficial financially to the veteran or not?
Parts of it would be, other parts would actually be a detriment. There are some parts where it would negatively impact a surviving spouse and remove a payment, and those are the things that we're concerned about.
Okay, then I seek a little bit more clarity in your testimony about this. Is that good? All right, with that, I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative, and I'll now recognize the rank